Pod people.
On today's episode of What Fresh Hell Is This? If you didn't get enough of Walter Masterson last time, good news! He's back again this week, because apparently there was so much gold in there that we had to split it into 2 episodes. We are going to be doing a fun little game of fuck, marry, kill, but we're not killing anyone, right? We're electing. FBI agent listening right now, I'm innocent. All right, let's get into it.
Ugh, Christ. What fresh hell is this?
God damn it, Walter. You've been exposing me like all day. Now they know I'm like the leader of the Italian Americans for Israel.
That'd be funny if you're like, oh, he's just kidding. I hate Israel.
Yeah, just go the opposite direction. There's gonna be a lot of people mad at me when this episode airs. They're gonna be like, wait a second. I'm like, no, you guys, I swear to God. Hey, it's a joke. And they're like, well, why are you doing the Italian hands? I'm like, oh no, this is nothing. This is just, let me put these away.
but you know, it's funny you talk about like the anxiety, because I feel like any like newly minted influencer has this underlying this anxiety of just like, what have I built? What am I doing? What is this? What is going on? People recognize me in the street, huh? And because, you know, I've went through that where you're just you have this anxiety where you're like, damn, like you start to get recognized and you're like, wow, I can't have a bad day at all.
Yeah, it's like weird. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of anxiety, especially when you're first starting out. And you're reading all the comments, and it's like new attention that you're not used to. I think that there's like when you start getting negative attention, it's causes this whole new anxiety. A lot of people aren't used to having a large group of people be angry at them and having a lot of negative attention on you. And at this point, I think it's just, especially kind of where we are at in our careers, you have to kind of just acknowledge that as many people, you know, love you and support you, there are going to be people who, regardless of what you say or do, be against you and hate what you say. And it's just part of
you're
life.
A woman on the internet. So, I mean, people are just going to be like, all right, like, how dare you? How dare you?
How fucking dare you?
I remember the first, like when I started blowing up and early on in my career, I started getting threats, like really nasty ones. And I was talking about this in my live stream. And all these women were like, welcome to being a woman on the internet doing literally anything. Like, now you know how and I was like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Women. Woo!
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's totally fine to just acknowledge the fact that, like, there's always going to be a little bit of negativity, and sometimes it's even fun to lean into it.
Now you have me thinking about this canceling. This was like this steroidal canceling. I had lost my TikTok account for a few weeks because of this. Like it was banned out of existence. Almost lost it. So I go to this rally with Crackhead Barney. Okay. We were about to jump on stage and disrupt it. And at the last second, I was like, you know what? I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. The cops are watching us. I know this is not going to end well. And I was like, no. She's like, I'm doing it. I was like, okay. She jumps on stage, shows her ass, and the cops immediately arrest her. I was like, all right, cool. So then I spent a few hours with some friends doing jail support, finding out what jail she's at. I went in front of the jail and live streamed like until the cops like let her go. And okay, so cool, right? Like my entire Sunday afternoon was dedicated to getting her out of jail. She gets out of jail. Now she's Crackhead Barney is a black woman. She was in blackface and she's wearing a blonde wig. So when she got out, I was like, yay, she's out, you know, like, and I made a TikTok with the two of us. I was like, she's out, thank God. And people that didn't know her were like, wait, is that a white girl in blackface? So then I made a follow-up video where I was like, she's a black woman, she's wearing blackface. Like, fuck off, right? But there was a bunch of people that got in there and did not think that was okay. So then I get post-banned because the video gets taken down. Now I'm post-banned.
Yeah.
So I go on my live stream to be like, what do you people want? Like, God damn it. And Crackhead Barney thinks this is hilarious.
Oh, no.
She jumps in my live and she's wearing her blonde wig and she's like, I'm not black, I'm Polish, I'm a white girl. And then she starts using the N-word, like, just like, brr, like gratuitous use of the N-word. So then people like lose their shit. Because imagine you're jumping into my live stream for the first time. You see this girl in a blonde wig and it's blackface, so you don't know. You're like, this is a white girl in blackface? And then she's using the N-word. So now I'm like post-banned, live banned, account banned. And I was like, why is my account getting banned? I just spent the entire afternoon doing jail support. I think I posted this on Instagram. I was like, all of you people, you don't show up to protests, you don't show up to rallies, you don't contribute to bail funds, you don't do anything. You just come on the internet and just like look for like things to just, point your finger at. I was like, what do you want from me? I was like so upset. And then like I get messages from conservative like influencers being like, hey, welcome to the right, thinking that this was their entry point. And I was like, no. Like suddenly, like I'm going to change my entire viewpoint on systemic problems in history. And, the poor should be hunted for sport.
TikTok ban.
Yeah. I'm like,
to make a conservative out of Walter.
Like, be like, I was a progressive. Then I got TikTok banned. Now I think the poor should be hunted for sport.
And that's how QAnon was created.
We will be right back.
Oh, hey there. Do you want beautiful hair with minimal effort? Kitsch feels the same way. They upgraded familiar products into game-changing essentials beauty enthusiasts swear by. From satin pillowcases to time-saving towels, Kitsch knows hair care doesn't stop in the shower. All right? Shampoo and conditioner bars. Yes, bars. Bottle-free beauty, baby. Kitsch believes you deserve little indulgences at affordable prices, morning, noon, and night. Kitsch is offering 30% off your entire order at mykitsch.com/Stanzi. That's right, 30% off anything and everything at mykitsch, spelled KITSCH.com/Stanzi. One more time for the people in the back, mykitsch.com/Stanzi for 30% off your order. Welcome back. So I think that's a good place to lead to our final question. So we are going to do...
Lean in. Let's lean in.
Yeah, so we are going to do fuck, marry...
Kill! Fuck, marry, kill!
Well, we're going to... We'll call it fuck, marry, elect.
Right,
so that
elect.
The feds know we're being a little silly right now.
Oh, yeah,
we're not...
Hey,
we're not plotting.
I'm electing over here.
I'm not plotting nothing, mister. I'm just a comedian on the internet. All right? Yeah. So we're going to do fuck, marry, elect.
All right, yeah. So fuck, marry, elect.
Fuck, marry, elect Donald Trump, Mike Pence, or Ron DeSantis.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You want to fuck Pence just to be like, all right, dude, I knew it. Be like, I'm not even gay, but I just wanted to. I wanted to just know, and I would just want to hear him like just kind of grovel, like, listen, did this just once. I'm not gay. It doesn't mean that I'm gay. It doesn't mean I'm anything. I'd be like, yeah, we know. I'm not gay either. I just did this out of just pure spite.
I just did this to out you.
Yeah, I just did this to out. Yeah.
So you're fucking Mike Pence.
Fucking Mike Pence.
Nice.
Well, that means I'd have to marry Donald Trump. It's a hard one. We'd have to elect. I mean, I'd want to elect DeSantis.
I mean, I'd elect
him.
all of them brutally.
brutally elect them.
I would brutally. I've thought about electing all of them at least once, you know?
Yeah.
My mom certainly has. My mom
I've thought
tweets about electing them all the time.
Re-electing them.
Yeah.
Re-elect them.
Yeah. So you're definitely fucking Mike.
You know, I guess marry, because if you marry Mike Pence, that sort of proves to the world that he was gay this entire time. And then, and fuck Donald Trump. I mean, he's like, you know, he's like approaching complete irrelevance, which is just such a beautiful thing. Like, I'm glad he's alive for that. Like, I'm glad he's living long enough. You know, I used to want him to die, but now that he's like fading into now that he's fading into irrelevance, I'm like, wow, I'm glad that he's alive to witness this. Right? He doesn't like go out on top, like on his deathbed. It's not like, you know,
on his election
could have conquered the world. It was just like, no, like you actually had multiple chances to conquer the world, and you just dropped the ball so many times.
Loser.
Yeah. Like, I hope he knows that. Like, as he's about to die, like, it's just, you know, and his family's like, dude,
fuck
you know, like, we don't have to be here, bro. Like,
as he slips into the like abyss of darkness. It's a great,
I just hope he dies like alone and just like in a government hospital or something.
Yeah, I hope he gets elected just like alone with no one around him.
Right, elected. elected.
I hope he gets elected.
I hope that when he does eventually get elected, he's alone.
He's just alone for it. Probably. Alone. I think I'm pretty much aligned with you. I think that there's no reason to not elect Ron DeSantis. I mean, you could elect all of them. They all deserve election. They all deserve to win an election, right? Yeah. But I think I would switch Mike and Donald just because I think marrying Donald Trump. No, it's a terrible thing. You don't want to be married to Donald Trump, but I think there's pros and cons to both, because I know that Mike Pence would sleep in a different bedroom than me, so we would be mostly roommates, and I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. But I think that Trump would probably say some like crazy, like early dementia type shit that would make for like great material. I think I could get a lot out of him in terms of writing, you could. Right?
So think about this. So like when his dementia is like in full gear one day, and he's also taken a bunch of Adderall, you also want him to get a UTI on that same day, because the UTI and dementia just kind of messes with things. And so he would just say stuff that's even crazier than he normally says.
What a gorgeous little cocktail.
Wow. Yeah. Like, dude, where is your Twitter? Like, I mean...
Yeah, like I would let him use mine. I would be like, I would risk getting banned on Twitter just to be like, go off. Go off, girly pop. Yeah.
Go off.
Say what you gotta say. That, like, I would be there. I would be his scribe. Yeah. You know, I'd be writing it all down.
Yeah, like, so if you marry him, make sure he gets his Adderall, make sure his dementia's kicking in, and then give him a UTI. Yeah. Because UTIs and dementia are just toxic. It just takes you into another universe.
It's a sick trip, man.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't tripped since
you haven't tripped until you've given yourself dementia and a UTI.
You've given a man a UTI in conjunction with their dementia. Like, dude, that is peyote, and like ayahuasca has nothing on that.
Yeah, I've been on an ayahuasca retreat. It's nothing compared to dementia with a UTI. You gotta try it, man. And on that note, what a great place to end this insane episode. Walter, thank you so much for coming on today. Woo! This has been very enlightening and insightful, and I'm so sorry to the listeners.
I'll be back, everyone.
I'll be back. Just you wait.
Oh my God. Thanks for having me on. It was great to learn more about you and how you hate the disabled, how your sister was born on January 6th.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you at the next insurrection.
It'd be great. I like it.
Thank you for joining us today.
It's a true crime podcast. Let's do a true crime podcast where we take someone that was like wrongfully imprisoned and we just do the reverse. And we're like, like all these like groups are trying to like, free the person. We're like, here's why I think he did it.
Keep him in.
Yeah, we offer.
We're just the devil's advocate.
And it's just tons of circumstantial evidence that we just bring in. We're like, and it's just like the opposite of a true crime podcast where like it gets no one released. And, like if anything, they like blow their parole, as a result of it.
Well, that was fun, and no one died. All the government officials are still alive. And if they're not, I didn't do it. If you try to cancel me after these episodes, just take it up with your therapist or your priest or your God, all right? Because I don't want to hear it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and obviously last week's episode. And Walter, because I'm sure we will be seeing more of him, whether you want to or not, all right? That being said, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Maybe it'll be a little less unhinged this time. Who knows?